Most people fail ethical hacking not because they are not smart, but because they skip the roadmap. They jump straight into tools, random tutorials, and hacking videos without understanding the foundation. In this video, I am going to reveal the ethical hacking roadmap most beginners get wrong and how to follow it the right way. Welcome to Talk Cyber 360, revealing the cyber world. Let's start with the biggest mistake beginners make. They try to become hackers before they understand how systems work. Ethical hacking is not magic. It is about understanding how technology is built, how it communicates, and how it fails. The first stage of the ethical hacking roadmap is mindset and fundamentals. Ethical hacking is not about breaking into systems illegally. It is about learning how attacks happen so defenses can be improved. You must think like a defender first, then learn how attackers bypass defenses. If your goal is quick money or shortcuts, ethical hacking is not for you. If your goal is curiosity, problem solving, and continuous learning, then you are on the right path. The second stage of the roadmap is basic computer and networking knowledge. Before hacking anything, you must understand how computers communicate. You need to learn what IP addresses are, how the internet works, what DNS does, and how data moves from one device to another. You should understand basic networking concepts like TCP, UDP, HTTP, HTTPS, ports, firewalls, and proxies. Without this knowledge, hacking tools will look like magic buttons, and magic never builds real skills. Once networking makes sense, the next stage is operating systems. Ethical hackers must be comfortable with both Windows and Linux. You should know how to navigate the file system, manage users, run services, and understand permissions. Linux is especially important. You don't need to be a Linux expert, but you must be comfortable using the terminal, running commands, and understanding how processes work. The next stage of the roadmap is basic programming and scripting. This is where many people panic, but it doesn't need to be scary. You are not trying to become a software engineer. You need programming to understand how applications are built and how vulnerabilities appear. Languages like Python, JavaScript, and basic Bash scripting are more than enough to get started. Programming teaches you logic, and hacking is all about logic. After programming basics, the next stage is web technologies. This stage is critical for ethical hacking success. Most real-world attacks today target web applications. You must understand how websites work behind the scenes. Learn about HTML, CSS, JavaScript, cookies, sessions, authentication, and APIs. Understand how login systems work, how forms submit data, and how servers process requests. This knowledge is what separates real ethical hackers from tool users. Now we move into the heart of ethical hacking, security fundamentals. This is where you learn common vulnerabilities and attack patterns. You should study concepts like authentication flaws, authorization issues, input validation, and access control. At this stage, you should also learn about the OWASP top 10, the most common web application vulnerabilities. Things like SQL injection, cross-site scripting, insecure direct object references, and broken authentication. Do not rush this stage. Understanding why vulnerabilities exist is more important than exploiting them. Next comes hands-on practice, and this is where many people fail again. Watching videos is not practice. Reading blogs is not practice. You must use labs and intentionally vulnerable applications. Platforms like Practice Labs teach you how vulnerabilities behave in real environments. Break things legally. Make mistakes. Learn from them. This stage builds confidence and real skills. After hands-on labs, the next stage is ethical hacking tools. Tools are important, but only after you understand what they do. Learn tools like Burp suite, Nmap, Metasploit, and vulnerability scanners. Do not memorize commands blindly. Understand what the tool is testing and why the result matters. A tool does not make you a hacker. Your understanding does. The next stage is specialization. This is where many people finally stand out. Ethical hacking is broad. You can specialize in web application security, penetration testing, bug bounty, cloud security, or network security. Pick one area and go deep. Depth beats randomness every time. Once you have skills, the next stage is documentation and reporting. This is often ignored, but it is critical professionally. Ethical hackers must explain findings clearly. Learn how to write vulnerability reports, explain impact, and recommend fixes. This is what separates professionals from hobbyists. Finally, the last stage is community, ethics, and continuous learning. Ethical hacking never stops evolving. New vulnerabilities appear, tools change, and technologies grow. Join cybersecurity communities, follow security researchers, stay ethical, never test systems without permission. This roadmap works because it builds skills step by step, not shortcuts. Most people fail ethical hacking because they skip fundamentals, rush tools, and avoid practice. If you follow this roadmap patiently, you won't just learn hacking, you'll understand security. If you found this video helpful, follow Talk Cyber 360 for more cybersecurity insights, roadmaps, and real-world explanations. This is Talk Cyber 360, revealing the cyber world.